Hi, everyone. Listen, finally, Wednesday came and the interview came, and we are here to talk about how we felt or feel about this interview. I cannot wait. Okay, so let's begin. Let YouTube do what YouTube does to invite the people, and then let's talk about it. Hello, everyone. Sanbonani, welcome to my channel. I had to show you my horrible nails. Okay, I need to get time to go to my nails. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Okay, and thank you for being here. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel, sikhuluma ama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. If it's your first time joining me today and you really like the content on this channel, please do not forget to press the subscribe button, and also do not forget to press the like button. You guys, it is free. Okay, there are adverts on this video too. Please watch some adverts. If you want to give money to the channel, there's a thanks button, there are super chats, there's just a lot of things that you can do to support the channel. As we begin, you guys, if you can, please just like the video, like the stream on YouTube, like it on Facebook, like it on what's the other one, Twitter, the X. The X app. Okay, make sure that you like it everywhere. You guys, listen, I need to check if my stuff is looking good and everything is monetized. So finally, you guys, the interview came and went. Okay, and I've been in the comment section, it's giving mixed reaction, but I think I know which group of people feel a certain way and which group of people feel a certain way. Okay. I wore my cartoon t-shirt today because I just wanted us to laugh a little bit. Okay. If you see this t-shirt, know that, we chilled over here. Okay. We're not being too serious because this is not our story, you guys. But I did make some notes on the things that I wanted to talk about today that Big Guy touched on. And I'm going to tell you my overall feelings about this interview. Sweet Rose has been here for a long time. I saw your comment earlier on. We're busy updating Jesus' son back on Insta. Guys, is this the original Jesus' son or it's another Jesus' son? Like every time we have a man, is going to be called Jesus' son. That's what I'm confused about. Okay. So I don't know if it's the old Jesus' son, but I did see that she posted on her stories Jesus' son. But I'm like, is this the old one? Is he back? Okay. What a brave man. What a brave man Jesus' son is. Okay. Sweet Rose, I'm happy that she has something to smile about, especially today. Listen, you guys, today, okay, ideally today should be that day that both of them, Big Guy and Owami, close this chapter, because finally we hear Big Guy's side of the story. We have heard Owami's side of the story for the longest time. Big Guy did not bash her, did not. A lot of the things that he was saying is things that we've heard about, but he was telling his side of the story. Really, this is like, this should be the time where they're like, listen, we are done with this, we are moving forward. Okay, it will be the perfect time, because this interview, really, she wasn't bashed at all. Okay, and I think that's why a lot of people were saying the interview is boring. I enjoyed the interview, you guys. I enjoyed it. Okay, so I think this will be the perfect time to just close that chapter. Also, if there's Jesus' son in the picture, really, honestly, what man wants to hear you talk about your ex all the time? Like Big Guy was saying, even his current is like, listen, I hope this interview that you're doing is the last one. Okay, if it was, she's too good, because if it was me, you're not doing no interview about your ex. You're not doing no interview about your ex. You're not sending no voice notes, no recording about your ex. Okay, that's why they are called ex. We ex them out of our lives. Okay, so she's too good because she allowed him to do this interview. You're not doing no interview with your ex, nothing. Okay, if you have your ex's things at your house, we are banning those things. She's not even coming to collect. Okay, I'm that type of a current. Okay, when the ex is gone, she's gone. Okay, we're not dealing with her. what a dignified what a dignified guy big guy is. He didn't bash. He didn't, you guys. I like that, guys. Listen, yeah, Big Guy is a decent guy. I don't want to lie, you guys. And I've judged him, you guys. I've judged him because, of course, my introduction to Big Guy, I wasn't even watching when they would do videos like the two of them. I watched already when they were going through a divorce. Okay, so for me, Big Guy was like this low guy that wasn't really a good husband. He did not do what he was supposed to do as a man. So the opportunity to just sit and listen to Big Guy and be like, hi, Bo, this is a man. Like, he's a good guy. Okay. He might have gambled the car here and there, you know, and he's able to admit as well where he made bad decisions. I'll tell you some of the things that I had issues with that he said, but you guys, like, I feel like, he looks good. He sounds good. He's not as slow as I expected. But I mean, I was expecting a big guy to be like, yeah, I married Owami in 1992, and not that they got married in 1990, but I'm just saying, I expected, no, I mean, he wasn't even that slow, you guys. That interview was watchable. I didn't have to fast track it, like when you change the thing so that it's faster. I didn't even have to do that. I listened to him. I The interview ended while I still wanted more from him. So I think that honestly, for me, he has changed the perception that I had of him. Okay, which is good for him because he has changed the narrative, at least for me. And I know there's other people that will feel the same, but there are other people that are probably going to be like, I still feel the same about him. He's probably not going to be able to change everybody's impression of him based on what Owame had told us. Sweet Rose, I was trying to go to her account on Insta, but it's on private. It hasn't been has it always been on private? I think it's a recent thing, you guys, because earlier on I was able to see the status too, but then later on I wasn't. So I don't know, you guys. It could be that she's put it on private. Having watched, will watch after this live video. You must go watch. It really is an enjoyable interview. People have issues with it. They say that Promise didn't ask juicy questions and whatever, but I personally I've enjoyed it. Here we are awaiting video liked already. Thank you so much, OG Media. Puluko, what a live. What a live. Okay, her Insta account is on private. I wanted to see updates you were talking about. Okay. I don't know, you guys, if you can see the updates, but yeah, she posted it. You can't see the guy though. It's like the guy is facing her. I will have to say, you guys, he died. I don't know. Something gives me a feeling that it's a brother from another mother, if you know what I mean. Okay, it's a brother from another mother. It feels that way. Okay. He is in the South African soil, but he's not his originalities are not from the South African soils, if you know what I mean. Okay, it feels like sometimes you just see the neck and the back of the head, and you are like, why am I getting that feeling? The start of their relationship, oh, really like the guy. She is a V breaker. Yeah, so guys, that was a surprise. Okay, I'm surprised that that information she's never shared. Maybe she shared it. I missed it, you guys. I didn't know that. Give bells to Pika and promise. This is what I call bring my child in. Ninja must heal and move on. Like honestly, you guys, it was shame. It was even when you can feel that he is tempted to say more on the issue that might possibly be offensive, then he will hold back. And also promise wouldn't push. I like that, you guys. It was the most matured interview that we got. I didn't think that it was going to be like that, but it was. And I did say, you guys, that promise is good. But I'm going to tell you the issue that I had with her interviewing Big Guy this time, that I felt like maybe it wasn't like 100% perfect for me, but it really was still a good one. Like the video already. Thank you so much, Miss V. Nomfundo. We are here Yo, the podcast I slept while watching. Big guy was too nice. It was very nice. He was very nice. I don't think that he said anything that maybe he will regret later on. You guys, it's good for him. It might not be good for us because we just wanted it to be juicy. We wanted him to come for her so that we can have juicy stuff. But if we are being matured about it, that was as matured as he could get in that interview. I liked that for him. Video liked, yay, Precious Pearl. Thank you so much for liking the video. Hi, Rahadi and everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. I hope Captain has recovered from the whole thing. Matured guy, shame he has his mistakes. We all do. We all do, you guys. Nobody's perfect in relationship. For me, the interview was chilled, no drama, no drama at all. Hey, your love. Like I said, you guys, we are going to laugh because we relaxed about it. It's not our story. We are within. The chilled mature spoke to me of his the chilled nature of the interview spoke to me of his maturity and the fact that he moved on long ago. One thing about big guy, guys, he's over Oami. Okay, I know people have said that there are possibilities that these two might get back together because they seem to love each other. I didn't get that from him. I got that from him. He would have loved for them to have moved on already. He is over it. He's just like done with being spoken about. He wants to focus on his relationship. He wants to focus on his businesses. He wants to focus on his family. So he really is done. I feel like he's just over her, you know. A big guy is a gentleman, but soon I finish, no drama, nothing, no drama at all, no drama at all. This was good for him to do, you guys. This was good for him to do. The guy is wise. His reasoning capacity is on point, and ability to articulate himself was great. I feel Promise was confusing him when when she kept interrupting him, and he loses his train of thoughts. Yes, and also you guys, I kind of feel like big guy more than like he interviewed himself more than Promise interviewed him because it's like he came there knowing the things that he wanted to clarify. You know, so when Promise was trying to move on, he wanted to go back and say, listen, let me wrap this up because this is the point that I'm trying to explain, because he went there knowing the things that he wants all of the viewers to know about. Okay, let me clarify this. Okay, let me clarify the who earned more salary than who. Let me clarify where we lived at the time. Let me clarify the lobola thing. Let me clarify the card that I gambled. Okay, let me clarify the cheatation. Okay, so I like that. So it was kind of feeling like at points that he is more interviewing himself than him being interviewed by or Promise. I enjoyed the interview. He was respectful, very polite, and I also need to give Promise her flowers. She was balanced. She was, especially you guys knowing that Promise does have issues, with Owami. The fact that she was able to conduct the interview the way that she did, and also not just that, you guys, when he was talking about cheating, at some point I felt like Promise was actually taking up for Owami, and I guess as a woman, sometimes there are things that you cannot help. You cannot help. You have to be like, no, 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 no. But clarify this point. What do you mean here? Okay. So there were moments where I felt like she was trying to be balanced, you guys. I really feel like she did a good job, especially because they do have that personal thing between the two of them. Looking at big guy's face while that was not played in the background. I got secondhand embarrassment. I now really empathize with him, with everything, guys. I think he was hurt. I think that he was hurt. You guys, you could see it in his face when he was listening to it, you guys. But who wouldn't, you guys, if you were listening to that and that was about you, who wouldn't be hurt? It was boring for me at Top's Kitchen, and there were a lot of people in the comment section that were saying that too. This is how I felt, you guys. Like I've said that for me, when Lynn or the Vault Entertainment did those videos with Big Guy, I did not watch those videos. So I know little bits here and there when people would talk about what her and Big Guy talked about, but I never watched those videos. Okay, so a lot of the information for me that I would know about their relationship was from Owami's videos because I would watch Owami. So then for me to get him to talk about these things, it was new for me to hear him talk about them. I imagine that if you watched those videos, the Vault Entertainment's videos, it might be boring for you because maybe the information that you are getting right now is like it's being repeated. Okay, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay. And let's not forget the sacrifices to Sisi that we never heard of. Guys, I think both of them got into a relationship. They were all in, you guys. I think that when the dynamics in the relationship changed, in terms of finances, who was making what money, and then it changed. But one thing that I got to understand, you guys, I felt like I thought that Upika had always earned very little, you guys. Okay, 20K or 18K in South Africa a few years ago wasn't that bad. I don't want to lie, you guys. There are a lot of households that are one income household that live on that amount. And then, especially when you don't have a wife that is working, and then a wife starts to work, they would have made a really good life for themselves. Now, add on to that, now YouTube salary, you guys. Now, if you are looking at it as an outsider, now you're thinking you have one person that has that stable job that is getting that 18,000 a month every month, and then you have someone else that, because YouTube goes up and down, okay, but you have some sort of a security under your feet as a YouTuber if you've got a partner that has a 9 to 5, and you know that even when you don't make that much, but isn't or will be covered in the household. I would have thought that that would have put them in a better position. But of course, you guys, we can't deny that when ama-dynamics ayashintsha in a relationships, when ama-finances changes and someone else earns more than the other. I do wonder, you guys, because YouTube is so up and down. And he talked about Owame making 35,000, the highest amount that she ever made while they were still together. And I was like, if they are saying that Owame made more, than if she is claiming that she made more than Big Guy, that means that she's saying even at the beginning of YouTube, she made more than 18,000, you know, and that would be a great YouTube journey if you just started a YouTube channel and all of a sudden you make 20K and then it all goes up from there. It's not down and up in all of that. But the way that he's telling it is like, when she started, she would make around maybe up to 10 and 8,000, I think he said. Okay. So even when she had started doing YouTube, he was still earning more than her. So obviously afterwards, after some time, it picked up, you guys. I don't think that the breakup really was because of finances only. I think that there were issues that were there in a relationship. It was a combination of everything from the way that he is talking. I do feel like finances did contribute to it. But you guys, it doesn't look like, first, I don't feel like it's cheating. I feel like the cheating came because both the people could see that the relationship was over and they wanted out of a relationship, and then the finances and everything else just contributed and helped the situation. It helped them out of a relationship. Okay. But listen, like, I'm all over the place. Let me just start by saying, you guys, we'll start by saying I'm already at 17 minutes. Okay, let me say this, you guys, because I do want to kind of do something like a review of the interview. I want to say this. Okay, this was a good interview. I enjoyed it, you guys. But I wished, if I had to criticize it, I wish that Promise had done it in a way that it felt like she had in a lot of time. It did feel to me like Big Guy was saying he doesn't have a long time to be there. And towards the end of the interview, I did feel like Promise it just wants it to end. And I was just feeling like, no, just sit there. If it takes another 2 hours for him to tell his whole story, sit for another 2 hours and let him tell his story. So if I had to criticize it, I would say that I didn't like the fact that it was feeling like, even though they are there to tell the whole story, but it does feel rushed. And I feel like that's the reason that she wasn't able to get to certain questions. I definitely feel like when he played the audio, they should have talked about the audio. I felt like after playing the audio, I would have loved to know more about how Big Guy is feeling about the audio. I want to know if the family has heard the audio, what their reaction was, you guys. And I wanted questions to ask about, I know it's personal, but I mean, we've heard it from the other side. So I would have liked for him to comment on their sex life. How was it from his point of view? Did he think it was good, or did he think it wasn't, good? What does he think? I just wanted him to comment on what was on the audio, but it was like he played the audio and then Promise closed it, almost like they were just done, they were rushing somewhere. I didn't like that about the interview, but overall I did enjoy it. You guys, listen, let's start by talking about the fact that Big Guy was a bodybuilder. Okay. The shocks of the internet. Okay, Big Guy was a bodybuilder. That's why he is called Big Guy. I was like, Big Guy, you a bodybuilder? He once upon a time had a six pack, people. Okay, he once upon a time had muscles all over. That's the reason he is called Big Guy. Can you believe it? Okay. And then, you guys, listen, I was like, Mshololo is going to be very happy about this one, guys. He has a bachelor's degree in computer sciences and statistics. Okay. Listen, if you've ever done even a module, I did one module at university and it was 6 months. Okay. And it wasn't a nice one. Do you know statistics? Listen, okay. I was like, if I just get 50 over here, so that I can just be able to move on to the next level. There was some probabilities. If I knew Big Guy by then, I would have been calling Big Guy. Hey, help me. But he's like 10 years younger than me. In fact, it's more than 10 years, like more than 10 years younger than me. So I'm sure he was still like in grade 8 when I was finishing varsity. So, guys, yes, he is a graduate. I think he does make a good point, you guys. I know a lot of people would say that just because you're a graduate doesn't mean that you are intelligent. Yeah, listen, you guys, there's whereas if I sit, eh? Hey, has a degree. There's no way what stupid will be able to get a degree. However, you guys having a 3 year, 4 year qualification, bachelor's degree, and it does not mean that you are not going to make stupid life decisions. Okay, I'm a graduate myself. I've made many stupid decisions. Okay, it's worse that I'm in finance, but I make a mess of my finance all the time. Okay, so that's just life. But I did think that he was just trying to make a point that really people refer to me as stupid, but just the fact that I am a graduate. Okay, I'm not this guy that people think that is not able to make money, is not very ambitious. I think that Owami has said that before, that she was more ambitious in the relationship. She wanted better for them. But he says the same thing about himself. He says that he doesn't like to be in the same place all the time, you guys. This is the thing that the ninjas will think that we just hate Owami and whatever. We just wanted to hear the other side of the story, because a lot of us, there are ninjas who are new to the ninjahood. Okay. There are ninjas who are new to the ninjahood. A lot of us have been here for a long time, and we know the stories that she used to tell about him helping her to start her channel and all of that. So it's like we could remember that there was a time when he was a good guy to her, and that's exactly the story that he's telling to. They met at Medunsa, and he had prayed. Okay, those who are single, guys, please pray tonight. Okay, we guy showed us, if you just pray like her, the guy is just around the corner. Just pray, okay? It's gonna happen for you. Prayed. They met. Of course, you guys, there were red flags that we all ignore when we in love and we like the people. Okay. Listen, you guys, I don't know about this thing of her being a not being clean, you guys, okay? Because it's like, if you look at Owami and you think about that, I thought that maybe he was going to say he had said that on Lynn's channel just to be spiteful, okay? But he still insists that he is a neat freak, so he likes neat places, clean spaces, and she wasn't that in their relationship, and that was an issue for him, that he wanted to be in a clean house. I guess he wanted to wear clean clothes, and it wouldn't be that way all the time, and that was an issue that they had earlier on in their relationship. So I mean, I guess he chose to ignore the red flags, and you guys, you know what happens when you ignore the red flags. Okay, you pay for it, okay? Because then God will be trying to show you, you know what, you might like this person very much, but look at this red flag over here. And you always just take the red flags and paint them white and then move on with your life, okay? And then later on, you pay for them. He says that he is in business, you guys, like they say, go to Makeza. I guess he is Umakeza, sort of, because he is in the transport business. But he gets to explain his business a little bit more, you guys. He has staff transport because he transports people to work. He had umalume futhi at the same time, you know, umalume batata ingane. What else did he say? Yes, you guys, but he is in transporting business. It's like, it's not like, oh, he takes it right, because when Owami did the video, it was almost like Ngati he got a job to drive somebody's taxi, you know. But it's like it's his cars, and he does, you know, transports the kids, transports stuff, and also he's into farming. Okay, so he's got some livestock that he's taking care of, you guys. Listen, even when you look at him, you're like, this guy is okay. Okay, he got an outfit to wear for the interview, got a nice jacket and nice, jeans, and I'm a take, okay. So it doesn't look like somebody that is like really struggling, so you guys, as much as we would like to see our exes suffer, this ex doesn't look like he's suffering, you guys. He's in a relationship, very happy in a relationship. It feels like this partner that he's found right now is more suitable. She is neat, because of course he is a neat freak, so she's closer to what he wants, you guys. He is happy and wants to move on with his life, you guys. I'm surprised that for most of their relationship, he's talking as if he is the one that made more money. He's the one that took care of the bills, you guys. I got the impression from Owami's stories that she did not have an issue with herself making more money, but he was the one that had an issue with it. That's why he wanted her to stop doing YouTube. But from this interview, I got the impression that the reason he wanted her to stop doing YouTube is because he felt like there were things in the house that she wasn't taking care of when she is doing YouTube. Ukhuluma ngempete engandluliwe. Guys, ngiyangazi mina, I'm like, nawe nje umpete bewungawundlula ke kodwa ke big guy. Yeah, well, that one again, whoever wakes up lies makes a bed. Okay, so I guess maybe because he was working outside of the home, maybe he will leave the bed first. But I'm like, are we divorcing because of the beds now? you know but I guess you guys, our relationships are difficult because you go into a relationship having certain expectation. The other person has certain expectation. You have certain expectation. I feel like Upika is that typical Zulu man who will try and adjust, but not really. Okay, he's not gonna wake up and do clean the whole house, for an example, and wash the dishes and cook. Okay, unless really he's forced into come back from work and he gets ukudla ngetray ahlale abuke isoka, and then while the wife is cleaning and whatever and wash the dishes and then all of that. Okay, he feels to me like he is somebody that needs that in the relationship, and he's feeling like he wasn't really getting it, you guys. I love the fact that he's not bashing her. I love the fact that he is not saying that everything ended because of her, but he is correcting certain things in terms of saying this is how it happened, you guys. I was shocked by the fact that when it comes to him gambling the car, that Owami knew what the deal was, what they were trying to do. She had agreed to it. They obviously didn't think that they were going to lose the car. They did not think they were going to lose the car, but it happened and it was hurtful to both of them. But she knew that that is the deal they were getting into. Listen, you guys, I don't care what you are going to get. You are not gambling our. But these people that scam people, they use motive for sure, you guys, because like between the two of them, none so what what, guys? No, 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 no. And it wasn't the two of them, it was him, and the friend. Between the three of them, no one could see what, what, no, this deal doesn't sound right. Okay, I know someone who was scammed like that. I think they had like a Mercedes Benz that was taken because of that. They got into that exact, like the way that he was telling that story is exactly the same. It's just that I'm not sure if he was going to get platinum as well, but it was a similar thing, you guys. I was gonna say no to that. I don't care how much money that they were promised. I wasn't gonna allow that to happen. Okay. But like Leslie, you're saying, there's a lot of sacrifices that he talks about. He talks about the fact that he did take care of her in the beginning, especially because she did lose the stipend that she used to get while she was studying nursing, because of course she got expelled because she wasn't doing well at school. Okay, and of course, you guys, he does refer to that to say, I'm a stupid guy, but I was able to get a degree, but you were not able to get your nursing, whatever. Okay. I think there is a story time that Owami does where she's talking about why she left nursing. Okay. There's a video titled that, but I never really watched it. So I don't know what she said was the reason she left nursing. But he is saying that it's because she didn't pass at school, so she got expelled. And as she got expelled, then she lost the income that she was earning at the time, which was 5,500 rand. And from then on, he had to take care of all of them. Okay, take care of her. And then at some point the sister A was added, you know, the pregnancy story. He tells it like he told it on the trailer, you guys. He is somebody that really took care of her, took care of the family from his point of view, you guys. So I don't know, you guys. People that are still hating on big guy, I don't know, like what you want from the guy. Okay, I don't know what you want from this guy. Okay, oh yes, you guys, I do wish that Promise had asked a little bit more about the interaction between Oam and the family, because it will make us understand why she hates them so much. I wanted to say she doesn't like them, but it's just like she hates that family. And I wish that he had shared more about how O interacted with the family, how she interacted with his mom, with his dad, and what is the reason that she doesn't like them so much. Okay, she does talk about possibilities of science. Okay, that maybe she just said, listen, I don't have proof, but maybe science was used on me because I wasn't behaving naturally. Okay. Something was off about me. Okay, listen, umjolo does that to you. Sometimes you don't need science to be used on you. Sometimes umjolo nje uyakuhlanganisa ukwenza ukuthi uvele wenze izinto ezingaqondakali. Okay, listen, okay, someone is trying to call me when I'm doing a live. Anyway, you guys, she put it on private today. Okay, I guess she doesn't like you guys to traffic to cause traffic there by her account. I think every guy she dates, she calls Jesus' son. Oh, Mrs. M, I see. Okay, because I thought it's the other Jesus' son. Okay, maybe the other one, which she should call Moses' son, Jesus' son. So when we do videos, we can say, you remember when there was Jesus' son, and then Moses' son came, and then Joseph's son. Yeah, one. I think she must differentiate so we know which one is which. Hey, listen to me trying to control the people's relationships here. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Sonia. How did you feel about the interview? Tomorrow we'll probably get a video from the people. Oh my God. I hope not. I hope not, but it's more likely than not that she's going to do it. Okay, your sense, I'm not ready for the black jacket. But the black jacket is not related to the black jacket because promise. The black jacket is coming. She needs to accept the fact that they are divorced and let go. Please make sure I don't promise the wrong way. Promise and Owami hold grudges. Yes, Bafana in that sense, they do hold grudges. Listen, you guys, when you break up with someone, it never happens that you guys tell the exact same story. Never, ever, ever happens. The other person will tell a story from their perspective, and the other person will tell a story from their perspective. If you are fighting to get to a point where your story is exactly the same, you're no longer in a relationship. So the only time that you should be trying to get to the same place, where you understand each other and it's clear the same way for both of you, is when you still want to be in a relationship. But when you're no longer in a relationship, and move on with your life, okay, and be like, no, this is what happened and I'm done with it, because there's never going to be a time where your story is exactly the same. So you just have to accept it, as painful as it is, because sometimes you feel like the person is lying about you, but they're never going to say exactly what you're saying because your perspective was different. And also, a person always tries to put themselves, in a good way to people. I wasn't that bad in that relationship, okay? even though people might know that you were not that good. Okay. Yes, true. She was very careful. uh I have liked the video. Please, guys, I do like the video. According to a Lelo Odyssey, I feel like the interview was not well structured. It went from one point to another. I don't know. It did feel like that in the beginning, like almost like Promise was losing the direction, almost like she didn't have a direction, or she had lost the direction of where it was gonna go. That's why I'm saying that it felt like Big Guy was more so interviewing himself, because he came there knowing exactly the points that he wanted to clarify, and he was making sure that he was doing that. So I don't know so much that Promise followed the structure that she had put down, or she just lost it and let it be. But I see what you're saying. Hello, Anna. It's good to have you here. Please like the video. Get the likes up. 78 people are watching, and it's on 15. Please watch. You know why? It's because the ninjas are watching. The crazy thing, guys. This is what I was thinking yesterday, and I was laughing thinking about it. Someone will comment on the video about OM, and they will say, the only time you get a lot of interaction on your videos is when you talk about OM. And you're like, yeah, because you also come and interact on my videos. They don't understand that it's a positive thing for you to come and interact on my videos. So if you really don't like my channel, you must not even watch, and you must not even put a comment, because the comment is a positive for you, and I answer you and you answer me and I answer you. Interaction. YouTube is interaction. So people think, okay, see, they can just watch your video and then comment negatively, and then it does something bad to your video. No, it pushes the video. That's why Owami's videos get a lot of views, because you guys come here. YouTube phela ukubona ukuthi udiniwe while watching it. YouTube akubona ukuthi uyanxapha while watching my video. so so the fact that you are commenting, yes, you the smallanyana YouTubers. By the way, you guys, listen. I know I'm not at 20K or 50K or 100K, but I think I'm no longer a smallanyana YouTuber. Okay. Can I be out? I was a smallanyana YouTuber when I was like 200 subscribers. Like, I'm done now. I'm not a smallanyana YouTuber. From 5,000, in fact, from 2,000, guys. Hey, upwards. Can we just stop being called smallanyana YouTubers now? Hey, can you soba small until nini thina? Hey, ama-ninjas, yibo laba like Han, guys, like Han, okay? Sembile Dlamini, she's smart. I think she did want to come across as she did want to come across as malicious or make it about beef. Okay, I think you're meaning she didn't want to, meaning a promise. Okay, who is this? Ntabi, for sure. He's just a nice. I think that he's a nice guy, you guys. And it's not even me saying this because maybe I have something against. I just think from watching that interview, I felt like he is a nice guy. Okay, it's been over. He's been over here for a long time. He's over here, guys. He's over here. He wants to move on with his life. He's like done. Okay, he is done. I think sometimes it happens when you get out of the relationship and you think that you're the one that will move on faster, because maybe the other person was the one that did not want to leave a relationship, but then after they leave a relationship they move on faster than you. Then you're like, what the hell? So I think sometimes that is what is happening. Big Guy is happy and matured, and it means he's happy in his current relationship. I think he is. You guys, lovely ex-wife, lovely ex-wife. Okay, the Mafu effect. Hello, the Mafu. Hello. Her Big Guy is down to earth, Bageti. I think so. Maybe, and that's why it didn't work out. Maybe. Okay. Loved it. Yes, I loved it too. Big G looks happy and content, very content. Exactly 18,000 is, it's not, you guys. I mean, Konama household appealing salary less than 10,000 and they live 18K is not a lot, but he was talking about them living in mid-rent at some point, paying a rent, was it for 8,000? I was like, those must have been the things that put strain in their relationship. Guys, if you earn 18,000, you can't be living at a place that costs 8,000. Almost 50%, not even almost, more than 50% of your salary goes to rent. That doesn't make sense at all. And then groceries, and then there was a sister, there was a school, he was paying for school, transport, petrol, all of that, electricity, water, because rent a lot of the time doesn't include water and electricity. Maybe those are the type of decisions that they made together, because it sounds like decisions were made together, that put a strain in their relationship. He didn't come across as Islima. Big guy is intelligent. No, he didn't come across as Islima. And guys, Amadada do make stupid decisions sometimes, but so do women. Okay, and some of those decisions that we make is choosing guys that are not good for us sometimes. Okay, but it does not mean that we're stupid. We just made stupid decisions, but it doesn't mean that we're stupid. I'm glad to have heard Big Guy's side of the story. Me too. Me too. I don't regret watching that interview at all. That time before, YouTube used to pay because abroad is okay. But he did say that the maximum she ever made at that time was 35K. That means that then the pay was less than 35,000 for most months. Maybe after then they went as their separate ways, it went up. Okay, unless he didn't know that she was making more than that. Yes, it felt rushed. Promise was getting bored. It did feel rushed, you guys. I wanted them to just sit. That's why I said I hope we're going to get part 1, part 2, part 3, whatever, so that he says everything that he needs to say. So it did feel like it was rushed. It felt like Promise is rushing somewhere, because even though he said he was rushing, but towards the end of the interview, it was like it was like he was happy to continue, but Promise was done. So I didn't like that about the interview. Abroad, it used to pay in dollars. Okay, I see. Maybe there will be a part 2. I don't think so. They look like they were done, you guys. But I mean, I would love, but Promise can ask us what questions she left out, okay? Because I still want to know about the cousin, how the cousin feels about her being accused of wanting to infect somebody. The Gogo, did the Gogo watch the story time? The neighbor, remember, Omi once fought with the neighbor. The neighbor that was a friend, but not really a friend. I want that. Okay, that's a lot, you guys, that we didn't get. I also enjoyed. Okay, I enjoyed it too, but I want more because there's stuff that she didn't talk about. Yes. I thought maybe Promise was just being respectful, because how do you ask somebody, is your PI small? How are you going to ask that question? So maybe she was being respectful. I don't know. I wish the voice note was dissected. It ended on a bad note. I felt like watching a good movie with a bad ending. Yeah, it was. It was like they should have spoken about it a little bit more. I wanted to hear him out on that. Me too. I repeated it on my first year. What is that statistics? At least I didn't repeat it, but I think I must have like got like 50 something, which is like, yeah, it's just enough. Move on to the next round. Okay. But he looks like he's in his 40s. Okay. Listen, you guys, there's no look for any age, okay? Because people always say that I don't look like I'm 40, so sometimes it happens, okay? I'm rushing for my 50s too. So listen, yeah, he doesn't. Also, I was also surprised that Promise also is in her early 30s. I was surprised by that too. Imagine if Lynn and Promise interviewed a big guy. I don't know. Maybe Lynn can get her own interview and then cover the questions that were not covered. But you guys, for big guy's sake, if he does anything else, I would hope that it's with Promise, just to wrap up and cover the things that were not covered in the first part and then be done with it. I wouldn't want to see him go around now doing a whole lot of interviews. Then it can get too much. But I guess that's the reason we are here, because somebody decided to tell her story, but she just wouldn't stop. She kept telling and telling and telling and telling us, and we're like, we are so tired now, telling, until we got to a point where we're like, hey, listen, we're tired of hearing this side of the story. We're going to go and watch the other side. Okay, so I hope he doesn't do the same. So Oami was expelled due to failure. Yes, okay, we confirmed that. For me, I had understood, her, and it might have been me who made a mistake, that she actually did qualify to be a nurse, but then quit because of some reason. Something had happened with her mom that she didn't like, and it related to nursing, so she quit. So I was surprised that she didn't actually finish. Okay, the fact that he admitted to flirting with underage, that's a part that surprised me, because I was like, is he not hearing what Promise is saying? Because Promise is asking about flirting with underage girls. Is he admitting to flirting, or both? That's a part, Wandil. I'm so glad that you brought that up. That is the part that I was like, hi, Bo, Pikai. He's admitting to that. That was the thing that I was like, mm-mm. No. No, I also, yes, I noticed that. I was like, yes, and also in the beginning, he said that there was something about his current woman, but he was saying my current women, so I was like, I don't know if it's the English thing, or he really has more than one, or it just means woman, but he's confusing it because of Englishing and said women, and I was like, yeah. Ninja Wood. Ntabi for sure. I'm guessing that this is Ntabi. The way that this is your name is written here. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. FH Zuma. Oh yes, she failed modules for 2 years and then got expired. Yet she calls big guy an idiot. Okay, that's a thing, though, you guys. That's a thing. We wouldn't even know that. Had you just stopped talking about him, okay, we wouldn't even know that. Okay, people still don't know my results from university. They will be shocked. They would be shocked. Okay, but that's what happened. Then people end up just revealing your stuff. Dumelang Disebo. Hi Disebo. Hi. Good morning, South Africa. I just got done watching the video. I wish there was part two. I wish there was part. Promise, please, guys. Can we sign a petition? Who can contact Promise and say, listen, we really, really want part two, and these are the questions that we would like asked. Okay, I need to hear about the HIV cousin, the grandma. Me too. Me too, guys. But I also want to hear about the mother. Okay, what happened with the mother? I want to hear more about the father. He was very respectful, you guys, when he's asked about the family. He didn't really want to reveal much when it comes to her family, which is funny because she doesn't mind talking about his family. Okay, I wish MacG can give us a part two. Okay, also you mean for part two he must go to MacG? I don't know if he's that famous, but maybe, and that interview would be very funny because, the guys at the podcast are very funny. Big guy is glowing now. He is, guys. He is. I think his lips needed just a little bit of Vaseline. And I think Promise should have provided some tissues because I think his nose was running a little bit. But it couldn't be 100% perfect, right? And also, you guys, if he gets part two, he must clarify that thing of flirting with, underage girls. Okay, he must come here and clarify. We need answers. Okay. So Promise, it looks like CC, you are not done. Okay, someone please send Promise a message. You are not done. We need those answers. In the video, Lynn posts the current girlfriend. Want to see her. Lynn posted a current girlfriend in one. Was it a video or a community post? There are videos here on YouTube with her. Just search Big Guy's new woman or something. There are videos. Okay, she's a beautiful woman, you guys. She is. Yeah, he's very typical Zulu man. I think so, you guys. I think so. I think even Zulu men that help out in the house, they have a limit. Okay, they will wash a cup or two. They will wash a cup or two. Maybe if you're not cooking, they will get some food. Definitely, they're very good at getting you some food, and maybe they will cook a beef stew here and there. But they're not gonna take over fully. Okay, trust me. I know a lot about Zulu men. Okay, they're not gonna take over fully while you are doing YouTube videos. They clean the house, they wash, they whatever. That will be a very, very special Zulu man. We must take him siyombeka somewhere. These things as big it's a treasure of the country. If you find a Zulu man like that, you must tell me simthathe siyombeka somewhere. So he doesn't expire because they don't come very easily. Okay. It was a video of Lynn made responding to Owami's video calling, oh yes, yes, yes. And then after that, other people made videos about it. So it is somewhere here. The Blue Clinic. I'm late. You're not that late, but yeah, you will rewind. Okay, I've spoken about a few things, guys. I don't know if I'll cover everything, you guys. I don't know if I'll cover everything. I made some noise, but I also like interacting with you, and because I think it's fun. I was hoping Promise would have asked about the underage. Yes, you guys. That was a question to follow up on. I don't know if she missed it as well. That she asked that question and he responded, and then they moved on, or it was intentional for her to not want to get into that. I wish that he would clarify that. We need clarity on that. Okay, as a parent, that answer made me a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, I have to say that. So he needs to clarify that. Okay. She was a dumb cop. Who is Dom Cop? Hey guys, get rid of the word Dom Cop because it's like all of us are Dom Cop. Okay, at some point you are doing like, yeah, I was Dom Cop here. Why did I open this account here? Who promised na ye 30 was na ye 30s by a scammer? 30s, you guys. The other one is 31. She said 31, 31, 33. I was like, yo, people are young out here, okay? She's in her 30s, you guys. Early 30s at that. YouTube is betraying me, man, showing me old updates. Askis, Dando, sorry. Sorry, Lisa. Yes, I need to delete that post. I posted it yesterday to say there was not going to be an evening live, But sometimes it doesn't show. I don't know if it doesn't show the time that it was posted. So it wasn't for now. We couldn't miss it today. We've been waiting. Owami thought having lots of money will solve problems. Owami has lots on his shoulders, and this guy was there for him throughout. Have you seen how overwhelmed she gets on him? This is the thing that I don't understand about women, you guys. It's like we can be okay with a man making more than us and 97s and making money, but not making as much as a man, and inihlanganisa izinto and your household runs fast. What is so difficult now when not even that you are meeting somebody that makes less than the person has made more than you, but because simply you're moving forward with life, now you're making more than you. Now what changes you now to not be able to do the very thing that you were doing well? He will take care of some things and you will take care of some things. Life is better now. There's more in the basket in terms of money. What's the thing? What's the problem? Sometimes not as women we cause ourselves a problem. We cause ourselves palpitations and necessary because it worked before. He made more, you made less. He made more, you made nothing. It worked. Now you're making more. He's still making something significant at that. But now, because of that, why do we do that to ourselves? Okay. Well, having a lot of money does solve problems, you guys, but it doesn't solve problems of the heart. Okay. The issues of the heart will always be there. Did I hear right about flirting with underage girls? That's the thing. I thought that I didn't hear right, but he did answer that question. Maybe we will go back and I will go back and watch the clip and maybe take that part of it so that we can dissect it and talk about it. But yeah, she asked about flirting on Facebook, and then asked with the same question asked about underage girls, and he said yes. Okay, so I was like, is he saying yes to yes, you guys? And I think we need clarity on that. He needs to come and explain himself. I think it was the most damaging thing I've heard about him. It is, you guys. It is. I mean, if he is flirting with underage girls. That's why I was like, I want him to clarify that. What does he mean? Okay, what does he mean? Men always blaming science. They both loved each other, and unfortunately, it ended. They passionately loved each other, and their marriage was good back. Shame, and they sold as a dream. Yes, you guys. Listen, the thing about marriage, even when you are in a relationship, you can't reveal to people all the problems that you are having while you are in a relationship. So we can't even blame them for giving us this perfect picture while they were together, because it's not like nizotinenza YouTube video be like, hey, by the way, and you try very good. Even when you go public, you go meets family, the family will always think that you guys are doing okay unless you tell them that something is going on. Because a lot of the times you still are working on things and you still want the relationship to work. Okay. So I was touched when he said he was not giving her mom, yeah, he was not giving her mom even a cent. Was it her mom or his mom? You know, I think he said he wasn't giving his mom a cent when they were together. Okay. And yeah, you guys, I guess that's why he just feels like it was science. Okay. But here is the thing, you guys. There was a time where he was the only one that was working. They were already in a tight spot themselves. I can see how, even if he wanted to help her, he wouldn't be able to because they just didn't have enough even for themselves. Okay. But it is said that, he wasn't able to. Okay. So I guess the divorce, you guys, worked for both of them because Owame seems to be doing very well for herself. He seems to be doing well with himself. He's been able to fix some things with his family. He's now been able to take care of his mom. So it's been good. Okay. Divorce is good for them. um Ngixolisa owami said they were young and said they were 18, and then there were his students that matriculated underage is under 16 years old. So that they were 18 and that they were his students that matriculated. Hey, I don't know, you guys. For me, 18 and under is underage. Okay. And a married man, what is she doing on Facebook with those, if 18 and in fact even 19, can we even say 21, it's underage, honestly, because what is a grown man doing with the young kids? Okay. So for me, if they're still at school and you're a married man, what are you doing with them? Okay, we need clarity on that. I don't think all is in a date conveniently the same as the interview with Jesus Son. Maybe it's the old picture. She's trying to show us that she's not bothered. Okay, at least she's able to do that. I will be under the blankets, not even wanting to look at the sign of YouTube. Promise should have asked all the rumors we heard about Big Guy, the underage girls, the installation of computers. I feel like Promise didn't structure it properly. Honestly, it looks rushed. I agree with that. But she's bothered, very, very bothered. I think she is, guys. I mean, she's human after all. Ome thought having a lot of money will solve a problem. Ome has a lot on his shoulders, and this guy has been there for her throughout. She gets overwhelmed on her own. Kisono. You will, we all get overwhelmed sometimes, especially now if you're alone, you don't have as much help. Big guy. Listen, if you have somebody giving you 1,000 rands every month, for months and months and months and months, and then one day they stop. Trust me, 1,000 rand is not a lot of money, but you will feel it once they are not there. That's the thing. Okay, you will feel because okay, 1,000 rand lingasangeni manje. You will feel it. Okay, Big Guy was very respectful. Even when Promise was trying to sort of question in a not so nice. Big Guy tried by all means to remain and answer respectful. I think so, you guys. I also thought Promise tried, but I guess people got another impression. I thought that she was trying to not be coming from a mean place, I guess. I'm I'm a small YouTuber. Oh, Jimmy, I'm tired. Hey. Now I'm tired of being called universe. Create it, okay? OG Media, you are a big YouTuber. Okay, let's bring it to you. Disable, you're a big YouTuber. Huh? We're no longer small here. It's Katele Manjus. We are changing it. Me, I've been a baby YouTuber. We did 1K for Sonia. Do you remember the journey to get to 1K? Yeah, you are not a small YouTuber here. Pella, the journey counts, you guys. The journey counts. It's a lot, okay? Until you do YouTube, you will know how hard it is to get to that 1,000. Okay, unless you're a celebrity, one day, and then they have 5,000 subscribers. If you want me to continue talking about this man and his family after today, she should be sanctioned under the mental health and sent a psychiatric one. I wouldn't do that. I think that you guys, honestly, this should be it. But we won't be able to control that. If she wants to respond, she will. And the she must. Kunabantu abazomhlola ukuthi she must. Yes, I think you have a point. Let's see whole life. I also don't think that it is Jesus' son. That is why I said any guy she dates, she calls. That's possible, you guys. That it's another guy. Overall, the interview was quite respectful and motivated. So biased or seemed like she was it didn't seem like she was taking anybody's side. Jabu, I hope I'm reading your comment right. Dear Lisa, this divorce hurts, man. It affects us who also watching from outside. Yo, I've never been so involved in people's breakup. Mulan said me like to truly we are all yes having chest pains even with this interview. I was like, yo, what's gonna happen? Like the whole day we're having a stomach ache. Okay, Sonia kumhlung. It's like we're going through a breakup. I still want to hear about which Mamezal. I also wanted to hear about that, you guys. So I don't know. Let me just see if there's anything I wrote here that I forgot to mention. Oh, you guys, he does talk about the fact that, like, for me, that was important to get clarity on. He said he never spent a lot of time without a job. Okay, so he said there was like 3 months that he spent that he wasn't working. So for most of their relationship, he was working and he was earning some money. He does say that he's not a qualified teacher. So that thing of moving from being a teacher to Umakeza, no, okay. And yes, you guys, but I think a big part of their struggle came from finances. I think the changes in the dynamics of our finances. Guys, he looks very happy. He looks like he's planning to get married very soon. There's going to be family introductions for the new, girlfriend, and then I guess there's going to be wedding bells soon. Okay, can we crash the wedding? Phela, we've been phakathi on this story. This is our story. It's going to be our wedding. If they need someone to go and put the duke in the Makoti head, we are here. I think we know who is a liar now. You decide, okay? I've already decided on certain issues and be like, oh, okay. The guy dodged a lot of questions. It was too hyped. It was boring. Actually, Promise appeared to be a bird. Okay, that's Miss B. Okay. I would like to ask if the mother-in-law really confessed to the daughter-in-law about, because what mother-in-law does that? What mother-in-law says, hey, Makoti, akuyimi yini ngichitha on your father-in-law? Some things just they don't make sense. They just don't make sense. Okay, you look, you look very young. Yeah, I'm very old. I'm very old. I'm one of those people now that are going to Maktua sicela umama ozokhuluma at the funeral. I'm at that age where they say umama ubani akeze umama azokhuluma. I'm reaching that age. Now I shared that here at the end of the podcast when Promise played a voice note. I just hope Promise and Justice should have offered some words of encouragement to make guys. Okay, Portia, I'm going to finish your comment. And then the guy who was Ghost. Can we see him? Can we see Ghost? Hi, and I felt like they should have made him like a big part of the interview. I feel like he had the right questions. Okay. I feel like if they do part 2, can we just get Ghost to be the one that conducts the interview? Because I was like, okay, besides the fact that his voice is sounding very nice and he might be cute there behind the cameras, but he was asking the right questions. Okay. Can we sign a petition and say we need Mr. Goat to be in front of the cameras? I just hope Promise and Justice should have offered him some words of encouragement to make him feel better. Otherwise, big guy is smart. He's very smart. Okay. I thought so too. To be quite honest, Dando, the person who truly knows their ex-husband is their ex-wife, even though they might stretch the truth. Okay. Yeah, but I guess now you've heard both sides. It's up to you to decide which one do you believe. Do you feel like the ex-wife knows him better than he knows himself? Okay, then in that way you believe her. Then if you feel like no, but this story here it makes a little bit more sense, his story, then you believe him. Now we have both sides. It's up to you to say what you believe. Okay, big guy will be the next note. Jumping from podcast to podcast. I doubt you guys, because he said that he was done. He said now, even if he is invited to Promises podcast, he would like to talk about moving on. Okay, like what he's doing next with his relationship. He's done talking about his ex-wife. Okay, Eliza, you're here. Thank you so much. Nonkazimulo Dlamini, that's a nice name. Hello, I didn't watch the podcast. How was it? Don't want to watch and waste my data. Get to a Wi-Fi free zone because it's very long. Get to a Wi-Fi free zone and watch it. It wasn't bad at all. But like as you can hear, we have different opinions on it. So I don't know. You never know. Okay. I don't think Promise needs to wear her expensive shoes and going to meet that guy. He was not answering the reasons why he cheated. Okay, we didn't hear that the same. Okay, listen, he did say what reasons, but they were not good reasons. Okay, they were not good reasons. Owami was not cleaning, she was not making the bed, and she felt like she was out of a relationship, so he cheated on purpose because of course he was testing with uzohamba yini if I cheat, because Vele she looks like she's out of a relationship anyway. Was that a good reason to cheat? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's never a good reason to cheat. So I don't think that he did not give a reason. He just gave a reason that I was like, yeah, the relationship was over already. Okay. So that's how I received it anyway. Maybe Kokos Koteni can run with that. So, hey guys, I don't want him to do the jump, because now we're going to get over it. Okay. No juice or water for big guy. Promise. Ha, yazi njena isiphuzo. Ha, isiphuzo. Oy, yazi nami. I was like, anyway, I guess they were not. It looked like maybe they could be in some lodge somewhere. And they were talking about it being windy. Maybe that's why at the end it seemed like Promise is rushing to go because she was saying it's very windy. Even her lashes is pepuga. So maybe she just was over sitting there, in the windy place. Okay, they should have found a better spot. Okay. Let me read a few comments, guys, and we can cut it here. So, big guy doesn't like makeup. She really doesn't like makeup. He really doesn't like makeup. I don't want to say it's a Zulu guy thing, but I've heard it from some Zulu guys, okay? I'm like, but the makeup is not for you guys anyway, so it doesn't matter if you like it or not. It's not for you. Sometimes guys think that everything we do is for them. You dress up, they think you are dressed up for them. You put makeup, they think, it's not for you. Even if you don't like it, it's not for you. Okay. But yeah, definitely. It was like he doesn't like makeup, and the fact that it's very expensive. Okay. True, they will do here and there the full-time house chores here and there. If when you say that, but my Zulu man does help out, it's just doing. We're not saying they're cleaning the bathroom and scraping the floors. We're just saying they're washing a cup or two, two spoons, two forks, and here and there. That's all we're talking about. They don't go, they don't go full blown helping. Watch the pictures thing. I was like, what does it mean? I was like, what does it mean? Or was he putting them in the washing machine? Like, angazi guys, mina into amaphenti ayenza sense because mina angazi ukuthi you wash the panties after you bath and wash your panties, I was like, what did you do that? But you can't blame her for that. Why did you do it? Because I'm not touching nobody's underwear unless I'm getting it from the washing line to take it to the house. Washing it. Why did you do that when it's me? No one is angry here. We are all reviewing. What's your issue? With what now? I'm lost. What's happening? What's happening? What did I miss? What did I miss? I mean, I'm disappointed. I thought we will have this conversation for years, but big guy kind of closed the matter. He said, "We like drama, like all of us, okay?" So this was me. ewashiswa amadilozi. Hey guys, mina into yamadilozi angi-understand. Why did you wash the panties? Okay, that one you can't blame the other person. No, for no, maybe the trauma he experienced because of makeup. He was waking up. Okay, because he said that she would wake up, put on makeup, and but guys, I guess really honestly, he has an issue with cleanliness because I don't think guys will pay that much attention. You know, no, it was usugezile, usunjani, ufake makeup ungagezile, you know. Hey, if umuhle nje bona unuka kahle, that's it. So I guess he really has, like, he pays that much attention to it. To think I thought they were all my age. Siguge sodwa. Dr. Thabile uguga wedwa. Ungaboni abantu basha labantu. Nomfundo, maybe he experienced some trauma because of makeup. Yeah. The problem is the order of life. We are meant to be taken care of, not the other way around, until we understand that our relationship is like a wave. Sometimes the one will make more than the other. I think we need to get over that, though. I think we need to get over that because not everybody is going to meet a man that makes more than them. And also, you guys, if you have enough, because women sometimes have enough for themselves to take care of themselves, like you're gonna pass on love because like we're not talking about somebody that's just not working, is being lazy, not doing anything here, but they just make a little bit less than you. You're just gonna pass on it because you want. Okay, guys, it's a choice. It's a choice. What is missing in her life is someone that will make her see life in a different manner, someone that will reprimand her when she's wrong, and someone that can bounce ideas before doing a story time. We all need that person. Okay, we all need that person. Because I was tired of watching. Yeah, when Baba will make you go to hell early. Okay. Avast and Sonia Zuzu. You guys will make me go to hell, guys. I'm fighting for my place in heaven here. But to wake up, makeup, and video. Maybe she will bat later on, guys. Tell me right now? Okay, have I bathed? Look at me and tell me if I have bathed. Then it's on tell you or not now. So does it matter to ugezile noma ugezile? Ngibona ngani mina ukuthi ngigezile. Nuka ikhwapha. Nukani ikhwapha. Video doesn't matter ukuthi ugezile yini. Hey, she was making money. And I made it tonight the way I don't follow Owami. Let me try. Oh, you don't? Yeah. I guess then the story guy is not really going to matter that much to you. But some of us have heard about him so much, we just had to watch that interview. They gave me the best and Nandipa vibes, toxic. Yeah. Yeah, but at least they saw that it wasn't working out and went their separate ways. Not all I see people didn't catch that. Okay. What are you talking about? The underage thing or something else? How long were they married? For I think 9 years. I think 9 years. I think they were married for 9 years. Or I may wake up in the morning not bathing and put on you. Yabona nalamadoda lawa ayanaka yo izinkinga zaqala ngokuza i-taste of imali. Yes, you guys, and he also complains a lot about her comparing like she compared him to other men. Like she'll be like, look at Usman Bani, he owns this and this and this, he owns this business and that business. And he says one of the guys, he even found out later on that the business was not even his and he was being compared to him, you know. So guys, I don't even think that is there a woman out there that does not know that that is not a good idea to do to your man? That's not a good thing to do to your man. That does not encourage them, you know, to say, look at this man when that thing that doesn't encourage men to do the right thing. Dr. Thabile, yo, I think badlile oh 99 rand back. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the 99 rand. It's a super sticker or super chat, you guys. They are available below. Miss B is Owami her cost. Sengiqalile, sengiqalile. They were together for 9 years. Oh, they were together for 9 years. I thought they were married for 9 years. Okay. He said he cheated because his ego was bruised. He was compared to other men, financial situation and cleanliness. Yeah. No, I mean that exactly. I had that too. I guess he wasn't able to articulate it, but this I understood it like that too. Can we petition for Sim's rights husband to be interviewed next? Angitolakalanga to comment. I was not available to comment on that. Okay. But I sure will watch that interview. You know, I like watching interviews. Yo, guys, hey, now the husbands must be hidden because, yay, promise is not playing, you know. And he was also being compared to other men and being emasculated for not having other plans. Yeah, he was. He was. Mm, he was, you guys. He was. And you know, they will say, "Good, you must not marry a man for his potential. You must not look at a man and be like, yo, imagine if he could make this much money. Marry him. Just understand that what you are taking him as, that's what you are marrying. That's what you are going to get in the marriage. Ungashadi umuntu thinking ukuthi kusasa uzoba a millionaire all of a sudden, you know. And I think that was the issue. You knew ukuthi he was a person that worked hard, but he also kind of content. So as much as he wanted to make money on the side, but he wasn't aggressive like that in making money on the side. So now why are you surprised that once you are married, that's exactly what is happening? So I guess you should have married a millionaire then, okay? I felt like after doing house chores and maybe in his disbelief, and while Queen Ninja was raking in the numbers money wise, big guy, for whatever reason, put one and saw himself out of. That is possible, you guys. I guess it was a lot of issues with house chores, which I can't believe that can lead to divorce. You just can't come to an understanding between the two of you. Guys, I feel like I got closure from the interview. Mina, let's put it to sleep now. We got his side. Yes, I would agree to that. I would totally agree to that. Like, we done. Let's put a ribbon on it, put it in the box, put a ribbon on it, and go bury it. Okay. The way I got it when he explained why he cheated, he said he did it on purpose because the way Obama was talking to him, treating him like he's not a man in the house. I got that too. Okay. When staying with a man, you're supposed to battle. I guess it didn't happen. What time am I supposed to bath? 5 in the morning. Okay. Anyway, you guys. No, I get his point, you guys. I did get his point. Anyway, this you guys know where I stand. In a sense that I feel like I enjoy the interview. Of course, I have questions here and there where I feel like certain things could have been clarified. So if they did do a part two, I wouldn't complain about it to clarify those points. But I think after this, we should just all be done. I hope, you guys, that we don't wake up with the video tomorrow. I like drama, but it's enough. You know, I hope we don't wake up with the video tomorrow revealing more things. And then it's start afresh. I hope we are done now. We're going to focus on Jesus' son and just be moving on. Okay. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Listen, this video is too long. I might not be able to acknowledge everybody, but I hope that I read everybody's comment. Is there anybody that I didn't read the comment? I don't think so. I think I read everybody's comment. So I appreciate it so much, you guys, that you were able to hang out with me today. Okay. Hi, but there are comments coming in still. Why it seems not reporting on this matter? Good question. Because if it was the other way around, we already know what would be happening. Okay. We already know. We've seen it. Okay. So maybe she's choosing to stay away. She said he moved on and Sissy posted a new man. Yes. Then, it's a perfect situation. They both have moved on. No need for another interview. Marry for love and intention on building a life together with the person of your choice. The aim must be to do life together. Yes, you guys. However, if really for you it is that important that the person makes more than you, then marry the person that is always going to make more than you. Which means, if you know how far you're gonna go and with the money making, then marry that person. Don't marry someone else that and then expect someone else after marriage. Don't do that because it's not gonna happen. Anyway, you guys, do not forget to like the video. That would be appreciated so much. And also, you guys, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.